For so long, I felt like I was cursed rather than I was blessed. I felt like I dug a hole so deep that it was something that I just cannot get out of it. It was loss after loss after loss. I spent the whole year rotting in my bed. I watched all the seasons go by through my room like it was a virtual screen. Like it didn't even look real. It looked like it was just swiping through the seasons. But I finally got through that season of my life by staying consistent, by staying in the gym, by consistently fighting, by just waking up one more day and just continuing to move on. This is why I say that the gym and fitness is so important, because no matter what goes on in my life, no matter what girl cheats on me, no matter what I go through, no matter if something happens to my family, right? If something happens to my best friend, right? Something so crucial hits me hard, it does not matter, because at the end of the day, I'm going to go back to the gym and I'm going to continue my good habits. And I'm going to continue to self-improve through the times where I have to endure in life. And now that I'm in a season where I see my blessings finally starting to sprout, finally headed towards my way, I understand what went wrong. For so long, I didn't understand what was going on in my life. Why was this happening to me? Am I really that bad of a person? Am I really doing things that wrong? Is this really what is destined for me? Is this my life? I'm just supposed to be cursed. I'm supposed to lose. Everyone else is supposed to lap me. Everyone else that said I wouldn't be anything, am I destined to prove them right? And now that I'm on the other side and I'm finally able to see what went wrong, I understood that I wasn't on the right frequency. I was doing things that weren't truly met within my purpose. I was doing things that were not meant for me. And that's why things kept going wrong. I was just so hard-headed. I seen all my other friends do it. I seen all the people around me do it, so I thought I could do it too. But every single time I did something small, I had the worst repercussions until I finally decided to do something different. Until I finally decided to take a risk in a positive direction. I started making videos. I started helping people change their lives. I started emitting a positive frequency. Cut out all the negative things that I was doing in my life that would hurt me. As soon as I started doing that, I just seen all my blessings flourish. All of a sudden, the things that would have hurt me before are just passing me by. I was with some of my homies, some of my best friends to this day, my brothers. We all went out. It was his birthday. It was a good day. We're doing what we used to do. But something felt off for me. I decided to take my own car out there. Something felt wrong. I decided to spend most of the day by myself. I went out to eat, nice restaurant. I went out to the gym, got some content in, did something positive for myself. I moved in the new version of myself. Well, I felt like everybody else was stuck in the old versions of them still. The old version of me that used to be should have showed up. But the new version of me stepped into play, right? And then I met up with them on my own time when I was done doing what I did. I met up with them and I had a great fucking time until I got to the last club. Let me tell you guys something. When I say God is real, when you are chasing your purpose, you will notice how negative things always just fucking miss you. Remember, I told you I drove a separate car. So when I pulled up to the club that they were at, the very last club of the night, to close the great night out, to close a great day out, I was a minute late. They stopped letting people in at 1. I showed up at 1:01, 1:02. The bouncer didn't let me in. And right as I opened my mouth, something told me not to say anything. Just let it go. We don't need to do this right now. There was 30 minutes until the club ended. I wasn't going to wait outside. I wasn't going to wait in the cold. So I decided to get in my car. I drove off. As soon as I drove off, as soon as I was close to getting home, they called me. Where the fuck are you? Are you okay? Is everything good? What do you mean is everything good? I'm fine. I'm going home. They didn't let me in the club. I texted you guys. They didn't let me in the club. I left. I went home. They told me I'm glad to hear that, but unfortunately, someone broke into our car. We had to get in a fight with them to scare them off, to get them off, but there's a lot of them. It didn't really work in our favor. There was a lot of guys, and it was only the 3 of us. And I sat there and I thought for a moment, I was just with these guys for hours, enjoying our time for hours, dressing nice, looking good for hours. And yes, I could have been there. I could have been there to help them. But at the same time, that's not me anymore. I don't want to go to the bar. I don't want to go to the club and just get in a fight with random people like it's cool, like we're children. I don't want to operate on that level anymore when I have more at stake. And I was just quiet for a second because all these thoughts are going through my head like, yeah, I wish I was there. But if I was there, if I was the old me, I would have ran into that situation myself. I would have ran into that problem myself. I would have put myself in harm's way. if I was still operating at that negative frequency, I would be in the same position that they were. I would be in the same mindset that I was. I would be in the same house that I used to be. I would be in that same depressive mindset that I used to be in. But because I locked in and I started doing the right thing, I started emitting a positive frequency, I started moving in my purpose. Those losses that other people were taking, those losses that even I used to take, those aren't for me anymore. I don't have to pay those anymore. Now all I see are wins. Now all I see is positivity. Now all I see are blessings that are meant for me. Because I decided to go into my purpose. Stop playing a mask. Stop putting on the mask. Stop playing a character that I was not. And just step into the role that I was destined to be. And now I feel momentum building, right? You're spending all this time at your job. You think you're being busy, but there's a difference between being productive and there's a difference between being busy. You're spending all this time doing things you're not supposed to. There's a difference between doing things you're not supposed to and touching a lot of money and doing things you're supposed to be doing and touching a lot of money. There's a reason that things keep happening to you. There's a reason that bad things keep happening to you. There's a reason that your tire always pops when you're driving it. There's a reason why that girl keeps leaving you. There's a reason that you keep running into another bodily injury. There's a reason why you always get in trouble with the law. That's because you're living someone else's life. You're living a different path that is not written for you. You're not building any momentum in that area because that was never your journey to walk in the first place. You're trying to force this character, this persona to make it. The only way to make it is to take the mask off, to take the costume off, and be who you are and step into that version of you. As soon as you step into what is meant for you, you will finally start seeing wins. You will finally step into the life that you so desperately want. It takes too much effort to fake it. It takes too much effort to be that fake persona that you are putting on. It's taking too much energy from you. As soon as I gave up that fake version of me, I no longer had this internal battle within me. I was no longer having bad sleep, nightmares at night. Now I sleep like a baby. My anxiety that was keeping me up all day, forcing me to lose hair, stressing me out, was gone. I'm not spending 40, 50, 60 hours a week at a job that I don't like. I'm not doing drugs. I'm not drinking alcohol every single day to escape my reality, to make it seem like I'm doing something, when the whole time all I had to do was face myself in the mirror and say, this is who I am. I'm going to work with the cards that I've been dealt, and I'm going to be the best version of me. Not the best version of him, not the best version of my brother, not the best version of my best friend. I'm going to be the best version of myself, because once I'm the best version of myself, then nobody else can compete with me. Because you can't be me better than I can. The key to becoming undeniable is to be true to yourself. It's to be true with yourself. The key to becoming undeniable is to look at the fact that I walked up the mountain. I spent so long building this persona, and I finally got up to the top of the mountain just to realize that I climbed up the wrong mountain. And the first step to becoming the person, the first step into transforming into that person that you are truly meant to be, the person on the other side, the person that's finally winning, the person that no longer sees the losses, the person that has a beautiful wife, the relationship with God, the family is taken care of, the successful business. The first step to getting to that guy is realizing that you went up the wrong mountain and you walk back down. You walk back down and you climb the right mountain. You don't stay up there because it took me so long to get up here. I'm going to stay right here. It took me years to get up here. It was so fucking hard. I had to do this. I had to backstab that person. I had to lie to them. I had to steal money to get here. I had to do all this negative shit to get to this mountain just to realize that it's the wrong fucking mountain. I'm not leaving. Because this version of me, it kind of gets the job done. This version of me, it's good enough. This will give me a B+ lifestyle. And that's why people get stuck where they're at. Because they're okay settling on the top of that mountain. I got a job, I got a house, I got to take care of my kids, my wife. My wife's decent looking, she's hot sometimes. And they're okay with that B+ lifestyle. Behind a cubicle, typing away, wasting their life. They can go eat at some nice restaurants, they can get a decent looking car. It takes guts. It takes courage to give up that B+ mindset just to go up a little bit to that A+ mindset, to walk all the way back down that mountain, to look up at another mountain that's taller, that's a little bit more scary, that's a little bit more dangerous, to stand there and look up and say, fuck, Well, let's do it again. And if this isn't the mountain, I'll try another one. And if that's not a mountain, I'll try again. It takes courage because you're gambling on it. You don't even know if this is the right one. It takes courage to continue to chase the best version of you, to continue to develop yourself, to continue to seek after a better life. It takes courage. It's too much for a lot of people. I can't listen to people who are settling for that B+ lifestyle. I can't listen to people who climb their first mountain and that's all they care about. I want someone who failed 10 mountains. I want someone who fucking failed 20 times. And they somehow found a reason to keep going until they finally got what they feel like they deserved. Because at that point when they got there, they did deserve that. The purest version of them. Every mountain that they went to, it stripped them naked. More and more and more and more. Shirt off, tank top off, pants off, underwear off. Until the only thing that they have was who they fucking truly finally were. I want to listen to that guy because I promise you, he's not living a B+ lifestyle. He's living an A+ lifestyle. He's at the purest version of who he is. He's not pretending. He's not vibrating at a negative frequency. He's not running into all these problems. No, he's having a conversation. And as he turns his head, the bullet grazes him. Sin grazes him, passes him by. Because now he's highly favored. Now he's highly blessed. Because he's operating in that frequency now. He is who he's supposed to be. And if you find yourself finally getting to that moment to where negative things are kind of just bouncing off of you, you feel like you're getting lucky. You feel like things are just happening to you out of nowhere. They're not happening to you out of nowhere. This physique that I had took 10+ years to build. When I get recognition, when something positive happens to me, I don't think, oh, I got lucky. I think, no, I put 10 years of work into this. Your frequency is holding you back from becoming undeniable. Do you get what I'm saying? Wavy Drew. I'm out.